Education is the key to a bright future. empowermefirst.college.
Welcome to this coaching training course. My name is Aaron and I'm delivering this presentation on behalf of Bridget, who is the founder of empowermefirst.college. I work in the UK and I teach English to refugees and asylum seekers. In this lesson, you will learn what it means to be a coach of empowermefirst.college. Once you have completed the course, you will receive a certificate of completion with a grade. To qualify as a coach within Empower Me First methodology, you need to have a background in teaching upper secondary or social work and have a clean criminal record. Our partners are required to share a background check of all of their staff with us. To become a coach at empowermefirst.college, we expect you to have familiarized yourself with all of Empower Me First's policies, regulations, and processes, as well as the online learning content. This course and the integrated mentoring program will help you to outperform as a coach. The most important qualities of a coach are consistency, readiness to learn, and improve as a person, and viewing the coaching process as a mutual process in personal growth. empowermefirst.college coach's main responsibility is to create a safe, respectful learning environment for the students and to coach them to become self-reliant learners. In order to do so, there are a number of requirements. You have completed the Empower Me First induction process and agreed to follow all processes and policies and represent Empower Me First according to the mission, vision, and values. You are doing this coaching course. You can take 2 semesters to go through it. The course involves a number of reflection assignments, and you will be working closely with a mentor who will coach you on your process. Alongside your mentor, you work on a development plan and self-reflection and discuss your coaching experience and case studies. You go through all the courses ahead of your students. You need to know what they are learning, what they might be struggling with, how you might guide them in finding their personal learning styles, and how to develop a successful learning and development plan alongside them. As a coach, you need to build a relationship with your students. It's very important to have a positive, supportive attitude and treat your students eye to eye while setting clear goals and ensuring students deliver. As you have to act as an example, it's important that you not just expect but also live up to these attitudes. You are consistent and are available and reply to questions on the LMS and the study group workspaces within 2 working days, meaning that you log into the LMS on a daily basis and check your students' progress. For the workspace, we suggest you add Gmail and Google Chat on your device to see the messages quickly. We have a specific training for the workspace available. Please ask HR if you haven't already received it. As a coach, you show integrity, consistency, act an example of high work ethics and achievement, respect your students, their backgrounds, lifestyles, faith, gender, and right to anonymity and privacy, and accept that we live in a flat hierarchy. As coaches, we are examples also of integrity, accountability, consistency, and work ethics. This also means that we diligently follow policies and processes and deliver our reports and tasks on time. We are responsible for keeping the learning experience safe. To ensure this, we do not use any outside means of communication, such as WhatsApp, with our students. All written communication is to be done via the workspace and the LMS. It is permitted to call students if they have not logged in or been in contact with you for more than 3 days. You are responsible together with at least one other coach to ensure the centres are open at the designated times defined by your organisation. We do not accept late openings or last-minute cancellations. Punctuality in terms of Empower Me First means arriving at least 15 minutes early so the centre can be open on the dot. You are responsible for student administration and the safekeeping of their data. This means you ensure that all sensitive data is secured by passwords and no one but you has access to your devices at all times. Sensitive data are grades and personal data, coaching, spreadsheets, reporting and controlling documents. You are also responsible for the safekeeping of all devices lent to you by Empower Me First. Those devices can only be lent to a student in the presence of a coach and cannot be taken home. If your organisation is providing the devices, the regulations of your organisation apply. Flat hierarchy is a key value of empowermefirst.college. It fosters personal growth and lifelong learning, but can be challenging to your understanding of your role. In practice, this means that you meet students eye to eye, regardless of your private relationship to them, their family, or your standing in the community, in order to guide students to become self-confident, change leaders. A flat hierarchy means that leadership is based on expertise and quality of work, rather than seniority. This means that we as coaches guide our students to become experts, to innovate, and we challenge them to outperform themselves. It's a show of strength to admit that we might know less than our students, as long as we are ready to want to learn more. Let them teach you, and while listening, you might be able to ask questions to challenge them to dig even deeper into the subject. Having said that, this of course only applies to knowledge beyond the learning content of Empower Me First. If students realise you have not studied and understood the learning content, and have not thought of what challenges they might face and how to approach them, you quickly lose authority and are unlikely to succeed as a coach. Furthermore, your students are also less likely to succeed if you are not competent as a coach. What coaching means is to motivate them to go beyond by encouraging them to exceed the minimum learning requirements, do their own research, and share novel and exciting findings with you. You can strengthen your mutual respect and learning partnership. To start the relationship, age and experience make you a person of respect. It's up to you to keep that respect by genuinely caring about their learning success. As long as you stay honest and don't pretend to know more than you do, coaching will be an experience of personal growth for both of you. There are also limits to coaching. In the end, the students have to want to learn and push themselves. That's why it's so important only to recruit motivated students who have good school records. There are areas for which you may not have the right qualification. For example, if the student has serious personal or emotional issues, you would have to refer them to a counsellor. Also, if you find there are cultural reasons or personal issues in your relationship with the student, for example, if you know their family personally and find there's a conflict of interest, or your values don't allow you to keep an open mind to your students' lifestyle choices, kindly accept the limitations and request your student getting a different coach. We also have clear reporting structures you will learn about in this unit. It is important that you follow them diligently, keep deadlines, and show consistency in your support of the students. We focus on self-reliant, student-centered learning. Students can ask their peers on the forum. We also put them into study groups. Study questions should be discussed with the peers before checking the sample answers. Student-centered, self-reliant learning is at the core of our methodology. This basically means that our students can understand and work with the learning content without any further explanations by the coaches. As coaches, you show them methods for problem solving, such as research, step-by-step planning, learning from peers, learning journals, mind maps. By asking their peers how they solve the problems, both parties learn. One reaches more clarity by explaining, the other learns a different method of solving it. As coaches, you identify areas for progress, Specifically focus on the aspects that need to be developed and improved. Help students find the most appropriate learning styles to maximize outcomes. Ensure the student is as clear as the coach as to how they can develop themselves best. Coaches and students develop an individual development plan together. You can find an example in the educational handbook. It's the role of the coach to check up on the plan and identify challenges and progress. Here, students will have a specific target or targets and a time framework of how and when this will be achieved. It will be concluded when an assessment demonstrates the student is now able to overcome this barrier. In case of personal issues shared, you keep the student's right to privacy. By all means, listen to their problems without sharing your personal opinion, political or religious belief. Coaches are expected to market empowermefirst.college, select students most likely to succeed as our criteria, which there are: completed lower secondary school with good to excellent grades, vulnerable and not able to attend a government or private school, keen to learn, own device, smartphone, tablet or laptop, and passing the entry test. Help with student onboarding, share all the necessary documents such as student questionnaire with the administration. Ensure student retention and motivation by showing consistency, competence, integrity, and respect to the students, their colleagues and leaders. Coach the students to become independent learners. Help with assessments of the student assignments, if you have the qualifications to do so. Accept mentorship and transparency in every aspect of your work. Give clear, specific, and timely, within 2 weeks, feedback to the students. Requirements. You learned about the qualifications, attitudes, and conduct of a successful coach at Empower Me First. Do you think you have it? We look forward to having you. Attitudes and responsibilities. You learned about the attitudes we expect coaches to have and the responsibilities. Flat hierarchy. You learned how important it is to embrace a flat hierarchy in order to be a successful coach. Roles. You learned about the roles of students and coaches, and you can download your role description on the next pages. Tasks. You also learned about the tasks of coaches, and in the next few lessons, get more information about that, and you can start practicing it.